For the longest of time, you have always believed there's so much more to your life than what is presently happening to you. You believe that one day you're going to turn out to be somebody that is great and successful and probably recognized and having so much influence in this generation. However, when you look at your present situation right now, you tend to be discouraged because the picture of what you thought your life would turn out to be is not what it is at the moment. And most of the times you have been blaming God, asking Him why exactly He has not made you great according to how He revealed it to you. So welcome back to my channel. My name is Emanuela Lumene. To all those that have joined this channel, thank you so much for being a part of this community. On this channel, I take time to share knowledge that is going to help you discover yourself, discover your abilities and potentials, discover your purpose, look within yourself to be able to identify your hidden gifts, talents, and abilities, as well as share principles that are going to be able to help you develop yourself to become a better version of yourself, refine your abilities, your giftings, and make the best of everything that God has placed within you. I'm a firm believer that it is God's desire for each and every one of us to live a life of abundance. However, He has given us the responsibility to become creators of that life of abundance. And that is possible only when we actually partner with Him in order for us to be able to understand His purpose for our lives and be able to align each and every aspect of our lives in alignment with the purpose that He has called us to live. I believe that God does not just want us to prosper in one area of our lives, but in different areas of our lives. In all areas of our lives, so to say, in your finances, in your spiritual life, in your academics, in your relationships, in your finances, in your mindset as well. So God desires that we prosper in all things. So in this platform, I take time to talk about abundance in different aspects of life and principles that are going to help you. So thank you so much for being a part of this community. And in this video, I'm going to take time to talk about you believing that you are a creator. We have been on a journey of self-discovery of late, and we've discussed different phases that you have to go through in order for you to become the best version of yourself and to actually discover yourself and all that is hidden within you. And at the moment, we're in a phase where we are about to start setting smart goals. However, before you can start setting smart goals, you need to believe that you are a creator. So there are two categories of people. There are people that allow life to happen to them or situations to happen to them, and they tend to think like they have no control over situations or they have no control over the choices and decisions that are happening around them. And these people tend to react to each and every situation that they find themselves in. Most of the times they tend to blame others as for why they are where they are, and they fail to take responsibility for the choices and decisions that they made. On the other hand, we have people that are called creators. These are people that make things happen. They don't sit around waiting for somebody to come from somewhere to make their lives better, but instead they take up their responsibility and start to create the life of abundance that they desire. So, the Bible in the book of Genesis talks about the fact that God created each and every one of us in His image and in His likeness. That means that everything that God is, we are. And if God is a creator, that means we have the creative ability hidden within us. The only reason why we don't see it manifest or we are not using it is because we don't believe that we have got that ability to actually create. So creating has so much more to do than just sitting down and writing your goals. You have to be intentional, and you need to know that you have that ability hidden within you to be able to create the life of abundance that you desire in different aspects of your life. So when it comes to creative abilities, there are different things that God has placed within us that will help us to become creators. I want to take this time to give an example of one of the major creative ability that God has given us, that if you can maximize on it, it's going to be able to help you become clear or have a bigger picture of the vision that you want to attain in your life, and you'll be able to know how to take the action steps to get you to achieve those goals. So the first creative ability that God has given you is the ability of imagination. All of us have been given this great ability to be able to imagine, but most of the times we tend to imagine the negative instead of the positive. So when it comes to the imagination aspect, I want you to take an example. If you have ever taken time to write down any goal, you will agree with me that before you actually took time to write it down on a piece of paper or in a journal or on a book, the first place that that goal actually became vivid to you was in your mind. You obviously took time to imagine yourself doing that goal or attaining that goal, and because you were able to imagine it in your mind, you were able to write it down. You had a picture, a mental picture of it, and you were able to write it down. So the mind is such a powerful tool. It can either help you grow, or it can actually destroy you if in a situation where you tend to think negative, or you tend to harbor thoughts that are going to limit you from achieving or becoming the best version of yourself. So when it comes to imagination, before you can sit down and start writing your goals, most of us have got a tendency of writing goals because we see other people doing it, and we don't take time to actually create that mental picture and believe in it. So one way that you are going to use imagination in your goal setting phase of your self-discovery journey is that you need to take time to dream big and be able to see yourself achieving what it is you want to attain in any area of your life. The place of imagination is the only place where there's no limitation to how far you can think or how far you can imagine. You can imagine to the greatest of places. You can imagine you can imagine and not limit yourself. You should never find yourself in a situation where you are imagining and you start telling yourself, no, I don't think I can do this. That already is a limiting mindset. So the whole purpose of you imagining is that you begin to create and believe it in your mind that you have got the ability to do it. And the moment that you can believe and think it, because the Bible says that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So if you can think it, the possibility of it being able to manifest in the physical are it's very possible. Why? Because you have seen it in your mind. As far as your mind has gone, you are able to actually birth out and bring that and be able to bring that goal into life. So when you are setting your goals, be it in your finances, your academics, your spiritual life, your relationships, your business, about growing your mindset, take time to sit down and start to imagine yourself. Imagine how far you want to go. Imagine yourself attaining those goals. What would you look like when you have already achieved that goal? How is life going to be different from the way it is now when you have already attained that goal? So see yourself in the future version of who you want to be. Imagine yourself in that living in that greatness that you have always believed God has always prepared for you. Live in it in your mind. Once you have thought about it, once you have imagined it in your mind and you believe it that you have the possibility or you have the ability to get that far, there's nothing that can limit you, because you have already seen the end goal, and now you'll be able to know how to take set action steps that are going to help you get to that destination that you want to get to. So do not limit yourself when you're taking time to imagine. As you sit down to write your goals, don't be too quick to jot down any goal. I'll do this, I'll do that. It's not about the number of goals that you write. The issue is that how many of those goals have you believed that you're able to attain? Because a lot of us have written goals that we have never achieved. We made resolutions that up to now we have never achieved them. Why? Because we did not see it first in our minds. Anything that you see in your mind, you'll be able to actualize it in reality, or you'll be able to actualize it or have it in your hands. But if you can't see it in your mind and you want to just write it, there's always going to be that struggle, because your mind has not, your subconscious mind has not accepted the fact that you are able to get to that place. So the whole purpose of imagination is you are constantly telling your mind to say, I am capable of getting to this place. You are creating an image in your mind that will become so real that your mind will believe that, oh, okay, so this person is actually able to get there. The moment you start to see yourself in the future version of who you want to become, your mind will start to accept it as that is the reality, because the mind cannot differentiate between what is real right now or what happened in the past. So the more you keep training yourself to see yourself to become great, and you start to live in it as though it is already present, your mind will start to accept to say that is the reality. And the more you practice that, the more it becomes easy for you to start attracting everything that needs to come your way to enable you to get to that destination that you want to get to. So thank you so much. I hope that you have been blessed and enlightened by the content that has been shared in this video. I want to encourage each and every one of you to subscribe to this channel. Please comment in the comment section, share your views, your opinions on imagination and everything else that has stood out the most to you from this video. Kindly like, subscribe, invite your family and friends, because the moment you do that, the moment you like and subscribe to this channel, the more YouTube is able to recommend this video to other people that are going to help. So for those that are on this community YouTube channel that are not a part of our Facebook channel, please, a Facebook platform, please take time to search for Abundant Life Creation on Facebook and like, because I take time to also share principles or articles that are also going to help you in alignment with the videos that I'm making on this platform. So thank you all so much. It is your lady Emanuela Lumene and the life coach. Thank you so much for being a part of this segment. Until next time, have a wonderful day.